exciting new couturier, Raibon. Born in Tyler, Texas, but with a Paris, France sensibility. Monsieur Raibon is not only a gifted designer, he is also a superb craftsman. Following our catwalk segment, you'll have an opportunity to meet the designer and ask him anything. Well, just about anything you'd like. Tonight, we'll see Monsieur Raibon's first creation, which he has dubbed Basic Black. Our model is Miss Lena, who tells us in her own inimitable way that she is thrilled to be making her first appearance at Ball Pond. Lena, we know it won't be your last, darling.
Oh, Lord.
Basic Black is a classic cocktail dress of black satin, and it features a dramatic wrapped stole of the same satin fabric. The dress itself is strapless, and you'll note Monsieur Raibon's signature touch, the elegant seaming that defines Miss Lena's lovely curves. Basic Black is lined in pale lime satin, but only an indiscretion would ever reveal that fact. A matching hat of black satin completes the ensemble. Miss Lena has accessorized the sophisticated outfit with a hand-strung pearl necklace and matching pearl clips on hat and bodice, and pearl earrings, all courtesy of Tiffany's. The black clutch purse is from Kate Spade, and the black pumps are by dear Manolo, of course. Truly, an extraordinary new talent has made his debut tonight. Please join me in expressing our appreciation to Mon Dieu.
Oh, mon Dieu, mon Dieu. Oh, Monsieur Raibon. Bravi, bravi.
Are there any questions this evening for our designer?
Can we get up close and personal?
I think so.
Where did you find Cousin Ip to hire him?
Monsieur Raibon, did you find the model difficult to work with?
She wouldn't stand still.
No, she went and
Kept me up all night.
I'm sure you're not the first.
Did she mention Ken's bump at all?
Never. First, I have to catch my breath. The last 2 days have been pretty intense, as Scott and Mark will tell you.
They haven't mentioned the name.
Could we see Scott's hand again so we recognize him?
I've always wanted to.
But I'd like to, first of all, thank Celia for this wonderful presentation that she did in their commentation.
It was a
Perfect.
wonderful opportunity.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And then Scott and Mark. Scott really initiated the design of the set a couple of days ago. It was last weekend. And came up with this idea, which was great, to set it up this way. And of course, Mark had some finishing, refining comments to add to it.
Refining?
Yes.
In other words,
Of course, Mark would. And of course, you also had, and both Celia and Mark had, I consulted with them for the accessories and the complementary items to the outfit.
You mean it wasn't just me?
And this was, as I think all of you know, I took a sewing class in I think it was in the fall, and early fall, and the class was to make a pair of pajamas, which I did. In the class, there were a number of things we did, but the one striking thing that we did that I liked was at the very beginning of the class, where we took the template for the pajamas, which was basically a piece of cardboard, and we used that to cut out our pattern. So when I finished the class, and I was thinking about, I think I was talking with Stephen, I was talking with different ones about what I would do next, and so I thought about my idea for something for this particular doll, and I had some things to work from. but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I did have an outfit in mind. This is a design by Stephen Fraser.
Can you get it in the light, please? There, that's good.
Is that good? And since you're putting on this on YouTube, I really have to make sure I get all of the copyrights and credits out.
We won't tell.
I started buying from a company in Portland who carries Stephen Fraser's design. Stephen Fraser is a designer who designs clothes for 11.5-inch dolls, and he's in Canada. And this is the kind of thing that he designs. His thing is detail, which I have always thought was critical for this kind of work. And when I saw his work, I just said, oh, this guy gets it. He gets it down to making sure that the outfit is has an allowance where a doll can also wear a foundation under this, and it fits. That's the kind of detail he gets to. So I thought about his work, and I thought about a particular design that he has coming out, which he calls Basic Black. I always thought it was Basic Black, just because Basic Black was really something from Coco Chanel. And so I just thought it was really a typo in the information that I received. But it actually is called Basic Back because the accent is on the back. All they had was a sketch, and the sketch was very similar to this. The dress was longer. It had a very 50s or 60s look, and it was contoured, and it had this cape, and I knew it had this bow in the back, but I wasn't quite sure how it was all put together. And it was just a sketch, so it was not enough for me to really figure it out. So I had to use my own ideas. I have 3 more minutes to talk? Okay. I'm getting there.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, all right. So anyway, long story short, I took all of that information, I took the work that I had done in my class, and I came up with this idea, starting with creating my own template by really looking at some gowns that he had designed, and finding that he really uses basically three pieces in a gown. And I took that information, created my template, created my patterns, and then I created this. And then I created the hat and the other things kind of on my own. The jewelry, the hat is and the gloves and the shoes are all by Mattel. The hosiery is by Mattel. But the concept of the idea, as you see it here, is really by mine, but it was all inspired by Stephen Fraser. So those are my comments. Last but not least, I'd like to thank Stephen and Daniel for allowing us the opportunity to do this.
Fabulous.
Once again, thank you so much for kicking off the first of many wonderful evenings to come celebrating couture at Ball Pond. I'd like to give a special thank you to our gracious hosts, Stephen and Daniel, for opening their doors to us, and to all of you, dress well and sleep late.